First off, I think that there's just a couple things that really stick out to me is that it doesn't matter, your fundamentals, your technique, your experiences, all those things are really, really, really important. But there's nothing bigger than energy and toughness. And it's got to be there constantly. And I thought once we got that figured out tonight, and we had some guys that figured it out from the beginning, but we didn't have a team of guys that figured it out from the beginning. And once they did, I thought we played pretty well. And there's always going to be things that don't go right. I'll give you a great example. Yogi didn't have a great offensive night by any stretch, but you'd have never told it. You could have never been able to tell it. Now, I may feel a little different when we watch the film, but you would never be able to tell it by the way that he defended. That's a mature young man. I mean, those are the kind of steps you've got to have with your team. I mean, he just kept guarding and guarding and guarding. And that's what's got to be there. It doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what your experience is. It's about understanding what wins, what works, and energy and toughness always does. And then because we were playing against a team with a lot of energy and toughness, we were playing against an extremely well-coached team. And as we kept stressing to our team, especially yesterday, this is not a team, this is a program. Tim Miles got it going, and Saul Phillips has gone in there and just continued to just build on it and build on it. And we've got a lot of respect. I mean, I know firsthand because we lost to them when I was at Marquette, and we were ranked fairly high. So, to me, when you're getting measured like that, you've got to bring it every night, no matter who you're playing. And the second thing is, and I know JD made this point with the bench scoring. That's cool, and I like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. But I don't look at very many of these guys like they're bench players. I look at it right now like we've got at least 7 guys that could start. And with room to grow in that area. And without a doubt, I'd put Honor in that group, and I would put Jeremy knocking on that door. And that's, if we're going to be successful, we've got to have a group of guys that there's really very little drop-off when you go to the bench. Because tonight, there's conventional, there's unconventional, and then there's what we did tonight. We just played. We played. It didn't become about matchups as much as just became about putting guys out there and say, let's go. Because you know what? We may need to do the same thing next Monday and Tuesday. We may need to do the same thing against Ball State and against North Carolina. It doesn't make any difference. We're not dealing with a stacked deck right now when you look at our front line. So we just got to go play. And I thought they did a pretty good job with that.